I want to start with something that I said myself probably way too much and more that I can count, and that you're doing this probably too. And the thing that I'm talking about is that I don't have time, or I don't have enough time. And I mean, look, if you look at your day, if you look at your calendar, it's probably true. I mean, you look at your day, this day is fully packed with work, eat, so on and so on. And you don't have any time or any gap left where you can do some stuff, where you can build something. So I wanted to walk through my day, through my whole day, that you can see that it's not a perfect life, that I don't have a privilege where I can sit down, record this video. For example, I record this on weekends. All my videos are recorded on weekends because I don't have really time that much. And yeah, this is my day, how it goes. For example, I wake up at 5 a.m. I go to the gym, come home, eat, make a protein shake, shower, and then go to my work. At 7:30 I go to my work. And at 6 o'clock in the evening, I'm back here, or 6 p.m., how you want to call it. At 6, I'm back home. Then I need to eat, I need to shower. When I didn't went to shopping last weekend, I need to shop some groceries to have something to eat. I need to spend some time with my girlfriend. I need to brush my teeth. And I need to make videos. I need to script them. I need to edit them. I need to record them. Okay, the recording is on the weekends, but sometimes I record in the evening. And then I need to go to bed at 9 p.m. because I wake up at 5 a.m. and I need some sleep because I need to recover. I need to recover my body, my muscles, and everyone needs to sleep. And I cannot sleep less than 6 hours because I'm not productive then. And I'm not telling you this that you need to be impressed from me, that you need to be impressed of my daily schedule things. No, that's not what I want to talk about. That's not what I need. I just want to tell that you have a wrong picture in your mind of how a productive day looks like. For example, you really think you wake up at 8 a.m., you go to gym, come around 10 a.m., sit down with a clear calendar, with a coffee next to you, with a breakfast, you eat, then you work, then you have lunch, then you work again. This is not reality. And if you think that reality is something like that, then you disconnect it from the whole life, and you use it as an excuse because your life doesn't look like this. And you use it as an excuse because your life is so messy, you come home late, you have stuff to do, things to do, and you don't have time left to record videos. So you use it as an excuse because your life doesn't look this magically clear with a coffee on the table in the morning, with a clear calendar. Your life doesn't look like this, and you use it as an excuse to not build something truly. And here's the thing that I have to figure out, that took me way longer than it should, that there is a real difference between doing something or building something and reacting to something. That there's a huge difference, a real difference between building something and being busy on the whole day, on the same day. And for a long time I confused the two because I fused them together, being busy and building something. For example, every day I had something where my attention has to go, that I have to do some stuff, I have to clean, I have to cook, and so on. And for a long time I confused it because I thought, yeah, it needs to be, and I don't have any time left. And I was just reacting to everything around me just to survive the week. And by the end of the week, if I look back on Monday, it looks exactly the same. I didn't have built anything. I didn't build some business. I did nothing. I just survived the week. And I want to be real with you. I want to show you where that leads if you think like that. For example, the YouTube story of mine, you know this. I was a kid, 13 years old. I had a channel of 1,000 subscribers around and 200,000 of views. And the channel really got attention, it really blew up. And then I stopped it, not because I didn't have ideas or I didn't have any content planned out, because the school found out and my whole class laughed about me, and the social pressure got so much on me when I was 13 years old. And it got so much for me that I stopped, and I told myself I will get back later when I'm older, when I'm more confident, when I'm more responsible. And I believe it's so far that it has been now over 13 years ago where I said I will do it later. over 13 years. And I'm not saying it because it's dramatic. I'm saying it because you don't understand what later really means. And later is not a plan. Later is just a story you tell yourself that you don't have to feel the discomfort right now. And the thing about later is that it keeps moving, the time keeps going faster and faster, and it moves on. So for example, when you say you wait for the right condition or wait for the right time, it never quite arrives because you have other things to do, you have other stuff to look out, and life goes on and you forget about it, or you just can't start because you keep saying later, later, later. But later never arrives. And during those 13 years, I didn't sit still. I just had a job, I made some money, I worked on other stuff, I invested my energy in some different projects, in IT stuff, in gaming stuff, in so different many projects. And there was always this unfinished business back inside of my head. And after all that setup drama, you know that story way too well, where I sold my whole streaming setup to some random kid, and I also actually brought my setup to him and helping set him up. After that, so I started again with a camera I just bought, and I set it up and record myself. And here's what I want you to take from this video. It's not that it's complicated, I know it's not, because everyone has free time. And I'm not talking about some big time gaps, about 4 hours where you have time left and you don't know what to do. I know this doesn't exist and this isn't real. I'm talking about the window, a small 10 minutes window in your day or in the evening where you have time left, where you have time for yourself, where you can script a video or you can start your business or do something on your business. These small windows I talk about. And most of you don't use their time windows well because, for example, if you have 10 minutes left, what do? You take out your phone and you scroll for 10 minutes. And from the 10 minutes, that get 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then you sleep less. And the next day you're tired and you do the same thing over and over again. And I know you want to calm down from the day, you want to calm down from the stress, and sometimes I do this too. But I want to ask you an honest question that you have to deeply answer to yourself. What exactly are you resting about when nothing is built and nothing is building or developing? And then tomorrow you wake up and you repeat the whole day again. What are you resting? And the answer to that changed how I view my time and my time slots I have available. And I don't use the rest or the time in the evening where I just scroll on the phone and do nothing as a default. I reversed it because I watch now the work, the main job I have, as the time that I cannot change, that I have to do this. And after the work, I have time for myself. For example, in the time in the work, I have breaks, I have lunch break, I have another break. And in this break, I scroll there because this is the only time I can scroll. I allow myself to scroll, to watch some social media. And in the evening, I do my stuff. I build my business, and in the morning I build my physique, I build my body. And if you change that, if you change how you look at your time, then everything changes. And I saw something funny on social media, for example, that if you look at your main job as a lobby, like in Black Ops 2, where you're waiting for the server or for the round to begin, where everyone is in the lobby waiting, talking, and then the work ends and then the game starts. So this is how I actually look at my life, and this is kind of funny because if you look like this, you make a game of your life, and you also want to be better in every game. So if your life is a game, you would win, or you want to win. So guys, and I hope you could learn something from this video, you could implement this in your life. And I need to set my alarm now to 5 AM because I need to go to the gym in the morning, and I don't have much time left as you have. So for example, if you want to see my desk setup video where I talk about where my desk setup is, you can watch it here. And this is my latest video. As for that, thanks for watching, and I'm rooting for you.